Hi, my brain explorers. Here's a video for you to watch for your entertainment, which we'll be going over in our next class. This is how your brain codes for experiences, as Joe Dispenza describes. And here's how Richard Bandler is able to use submodalities, visual, auditory, kinesthetic, to change the way the person codes for a negative memory, so that it doesn't have the same emotional negative impact on them. So enjoy.
You know, people, when they have diseases, it's so interesting because they can recall the event that started their downward spiral in their life. And really, the strong emotion from that event had altered them to such a degree that they were so disoriented or so altered inside of them that they narrowed their focus and froze an image, and the brain took a snapshot, and that's called a memory. So long-term memories are created by heightened emotional experiences. So then how are you going to change that? You got to have an inner event that's greater than the betrayal, greater than the shock. And in a matter of seconds, the brain reorganizes, remolds, and new chemical signals going to the body, and all of a sudden you could say in a moment the past is washed away. And in a sense, it is, because we've seen the side effects of that in terms of healing and change in people's lives.
Is there somebody in here that has let me ask you this. Is there somebody in here that has a memory they think about too much every day? Something that annoys you, 2 minutes here, 3 minutes there, a couple minutes there. You do? How do you pronounce your name again? Aracel. Okay, and so if you were to add up 2 minutes and 5 minutes or 3 minutes here and there, would it add up to 30 minutes, an hour, 2 hours? How much a day? I'm sorry, can't hear you. 30 minutes a day. Well, that doesn't seem like a lot. Really, that's just north of 150 hours a year. Of course, 10 years, that's 1,500 hours. And in 40 years, that's 6,000 hours that you're planning to think this thought and feel bad. Does that sound smart? No, it doesn't. Would you like to do something about it? Okay, why don't you come up here and sit next to me? I'm going to need you to hold the microphone. Okay. She's going to be busy. Okay. And so if she talks, you put the microphone in front of her mouth, right about here. Okay. Okay. Because I'm old, little deaf. I'm like an old dog. But once I get a hold of a bone, I just don't fucking let go. Okay. See, we're talking about her having 6,000 hours. Okay. In the next 40 years that she could do anything she wanted with. Just think about that. That's a lot of fucking time. 6,000 hours to become more successful, to become more intelligent, to read, to have sex. There are all kinds of things you could do with 6,000 hours. People are always complaining to me, I don't have enough time. And then I find out they waste so much of it. I go, how much time do you spend worrying a day, about all kinds of stuff that, you don't do anything about? And it adds up. Some people, it's 2-3 hours a day. She's talking about 30 minutes, but that's just one idea. Okay, so when you think about this idea, okay, whatever it is, you don't have to tell us. I'm not that kind. I'm not a therapist. I'm not a voyeur of the mind. I don't care what it is. I just want you to tell me where it is. When you think about it, where in your visual field would you say it is? Just point.
In my visual field.
Yeah. Well, you know what you're thinking about, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So where is it? So it's here.
It's down.
Okay, and how big would you say it is? Is it the size of a cell phone, or is it bigger than a cell phone?
It's a little bigger than a cell phone.
A little bigger. So you have this picture down there, and when you look at this little picture, you feel bad.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. And when you look at this picture, do you say things to yourself at the same time, or?
Yes.
And is that voice on the right or the left?
It's on the right.
Pardon?
On the right.
It's on the right.
Yeah.
And is it a pleasant voice?
No.
Okay, so you make a crappy picture and you talk to yourself in a crappy voice. and mysteriously you end up feeling bad.
Yes.
Does that sound smart to you?
No.
Okay. All right. We're going to try a little experiment here. I'm going to turn around, and all I want you to do is look at me. You won't need this for a second. Okay. Just turn around. You just need to turn your head. You don't have to turn your whole body. You may not want to turn your whole body. Trust me. Okay. Just look me in the eye. I want you to take a deep breath when I do. Let it out slowly. And I'm going to look you in the eye, and I'm going to start to alter my state of consciousness, and you're going to go with me. Here we go. That's it. Your peripheral vision will begin to tunnel a little bit. And here we go. We're going to go really deeper now. That's right. Go up a little bit, and now down, back down. That's it. Here we go. Deeper and deeper and deeper still. Now just close your eyes, and I'm going to lift up your arm, and it's going to go stiff like that, and it's just going to stay there. And it's going to go down at the rate and speed at which you go into a deep, relaxed state, because I want your unconscious to be on your side in all things. I want your unconscious, which is close enough to listen to me, to understand that when your hand touches your knee, something really funny is going to happen. You're going to look at that picture, and it's going to seem so freaking ridiculous that you're just not going to be able to stop laughing. They say laughter is the best medicine, and they say you're going to look back and laugh, and my policy is why wait. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. There we go. Bigger laughter. Double it. Double it again. All right, look at that picture. The more you look at it, the funnier it's going to become. This has been sucking the moments of your life out of you. Because when you talk to yourself in bad voices and you make pictures that make you feel bad, it takes up the currency of living. The currency of living is how you spend your moments. That's all there is to it. And when you waste those moments and throw them away, instead of make rational decisions about it. Now, since you're laughing about it, and that feels better, you might as well wiggle your toes and laugh all the way up, right? Now, what I want you to do is to realize I'm going to lift up your arm one more time. Only this time you're going to go deep and really relax. 1, 2, really relax. All the way down. Let your head fall. Just let yourself relax. That's it. Deeper, deeper, and deeper, and deeper still. Now, while your unconscious is listening to me, I have a suggestion. As a hypnotist, I have many of them. My suggestion is that you think of something better to do, something that would make your life wonderful, something that would make it something that you really desire to accomplish, something that would be a challenge. And that you take it and you take that little tiny picture that's been annoying you, you shrink it down to a dot, and you replace it with that picture, only you make it so big that it's as big as this tent that we're in. And you look at it, and I want you to wet your lips. Because desire comes from neurology. Oddly enough, the lips take up 1/3 of the motor cortex. So when you wet your lips with desire, it changes your physiology. It tells your cortex to desire things. Now, I want you also to go back and look at that evil little picture for the last time. And I want you to take a deep breath and sigh. Sighing is the neurological equivalent of being finished. When you have a big meal and you're full, you push away and you sigh. When you have vigorous sex, when you're done panting, you sigh. There are all kinds of things that we do. When you run in a race and you're done being the things, you sit on the ground and you take a deep sigh. When people see something exciting at the movies, and when it's over, the whole audience will sigh together with relief, because it's the neurological equivalent of being done and finished. Then you pull up your fancy new picture and you smile, and you double that smile, and you double it again, and you take the ability to have voices in your head in the same place, replace it with a better voice that says, I can do this. Now that I have the time, I have all the time in the world. This is just one bad idea. You could do this with 1,000. And now, I'm going to reach over and I'm going to touch you on the knee, and you're going to come out of this nice, pleasant, relaxed state like a rocket ship. You're going to have this overwhelming sense of motivation. And just like he had a feeling that went in a circle that got stronger, your feelings are going to get stronger because you're going to want to do this and accomplish these things and get things done for the rest of your life. 1, 2, 3, zzz, all the way up. Thank you so much, dear. Now, when I did this kind of stuff in 1970, psychiatrists looked at me like I came from the frickin' moon.